Hi everyone, my name is Natasha, welcome to the channel, and today we'll have a video full of data, analytics, graphs, etc. Today we'll be talking about the future of IT market in the US in 2025. And I had another video about layoffs in 2024. I filmed it for my Russian channel and I have it with AI dubs on an English channel, so you can check out it here. There is a bit of robotics voice there because it was AI translation and AI dubs, so keep it in mind. But in this video, we will look into the future and I'll give you some insights for 2025 backed by data, trends, and some of my personal stories as well. Before we start, please subscribe to the channel, press likes if you like this content, and share it with whoever you think can benefit from this video. And we will start with 2024 overview. I can say this year was hard in many aspects, but in the US tech markets as well. For instance, this summer, there were months where I had heard about nobody who landed a job. And I speak to quite many people. For instance, Upwardly Global sends me their clients to talk to, like these are immigrants who look for their first jobs in the US, looking to get back to the professional career. But also I talk to my channel subscribers, my Russian channel subscribers, my colleagues, etc. And there were so many people who wanted to find their first job or just to change a job. Basically, literally nobody found a job during that time. And it was so depressing. But in autumn, this fall, something started to change. Gradually, people started to write me that they found jobs, like 1, 2, 3 people, etc. And usually, like normal times, it's quite balanced, you know, like some people write to me that they struggle, they have questions, etc. But other people just try to share great news that they got their offers. And in summer, it was like super skewed to this depressive side. But now, actually, it seems to me that more people write to me that they found jobs versus those who still struggle. And just literally this week, a few days ago, right before Christmas, one of front-end developers that I talked quite a lot with said that he got his offer from Amazon, and this is his first offer in the US. He is a fresh immigrant. So is US IT market improving? My personal stories say yes, but let's look broader. Let's look at data and trends to see like more objective and clear picture. So to understand what's happening, we need to zoom out and look at some macroeconomic factors. And the first one is Fed Reserve Rate. This is the metrics that impacts the market as a whole. And we saw interest rates going gradually down in 2024. And there is a lot of confidence in the market that interest rates will go further down in 2025 because interest rates are still at quite a high level right now. So there is a lot of room for improvement, and lower interest rates basically signify better investment environment, including investment in IT market. Factor number 2 is global IT spending. And in 2023, global IT spend grew by 4%. This year, in 2024, it accelerated, it grew by 7.2%. And experts from Gartner expect 2025 IT spending to grow even faster by 9.3% and reach 5.7 trillion worldwide. And if you look at the breakdown, 2024 growth was mostly backed by 35% growth in data center systems, while in 2025, we see much more gradual growth like everywhere, not only in data center systems, but also in devices, IT software, IT services, etc. And the third factor that I wanted to talk with you about is job opening. In October 2024, there was a total of 7.2 million open job positions in US non-farm. Non-farm is all industries excluding agriculture. And this is a really low level. Like you can look at the end of 2021, it was over 11 million open position. So there is a huge room for improvement, but the openings are super low. Now, if we look at specifically IT job openings, we see 208 open positions in October 2024, and you see like this huge spike from summer levels of like 100 to 130k open positions. And yeah, you can say that it is one-timer, right? We don't see trend yet. But if it continues in November and December, we will see the levels very close to the end of 2021. Like basically there was a booming market in the end of 2021. And like anecdotes that I just told you about people that I personally talk with suggest that we have a high chance of this trend continuing. And yeah, of course, there is another factor. Of course, there were layoffs in IT during 2022, 2023, 2024. So a lot of candidates are in the market right now. They worked in a good companies before, they were laid off, and they are competing on this market. So there is still high demand for these open positions, but we may see a recovery. And one of the factors why IT jobs are growing is that more and more non-tech companies start to hire tech talent. According to Scoring Tech Talent report, 2023 was the first year when non-IT companies hired more tech specialists versus tech companies. And I think this trend will continue going forward. Also, US Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts higher growth in IT jobs in 10 years from 2023 to 2033 versus all other industries. They predict 356,000 new open positions in IT per year during this period. Another prediction is from a huge analytics company called CompTIA. In their 2024 report, they predict job growth in IT from around 6 million now to 7.2 million by 2034. And what's the biggest driver? Seems one of the biggest driver of IT recovery is AI. I can share my personal feel. I constantly explore product manager roles because it's my profession. I just check like what are new openings in the market, and I see maybe 80 to 90% of all positions for product manager that I see require these or that AI skills. And regardless if you're a software developer, analyst, project or product manager, or you work in some other role in IT, it seems that AI becomes a huge competitive advantage, and at some point it will become a necessity for any role in IT. In November 2023, LinkedIn published a report where they said that according to their own statistics, since 2021 to 2023, just in 2 years, the number of job openings that mention AI doubled on their resource. According to the recent resumetemplates.com survey, around 87% of IT leaders that they surveyed answered that they would prefer their candidates to have IT skills. And they also say that they would prefer their current employees to have IT skills. Another company, Robert Half, in their report mentioned that in 2025, 44% of employers will be willing to pay more for AI skills. Second place is 37% of employers are willing to pay more for cybersecurity skills. Okay, now let's address the layoffs. As I told you, I have another video like where I talked about layoffs in very much details. I talked about history. I talked about how I felt as an Amazon employee about layoffs, how my colleagues thought about them, etc. And there were a lot of statistics there as well. But here I want to quickly share some numbers. So according to Layoff FYI, it's one of the biggest aggregators that track IT layoffs all over the world. In 2024, over 150,000 people were laid off across 539 companies. And this is a huge number, right? But it's down 40% year on year from 264,000 job cuts in 2023 across 1,193 companies. However, there is slight risk that Layoffs FYI undercounts the number of layoffs. There is another aggregator called TrueUp, and according to their statistics, in 2024, 240K employees were laid off. So it's like much higher number than what Layoffs FYI says, but the trend is actually similar. According to their data, it's minus 44% from 230K laid off in 2023. So yeah, like 2024 layoffs were still massive. But good news here is that if you look at the tracker month by month, you can see a very lower numbers this fall, like starting September versus the beginning of the year. And the last round of like massive layoffs was in August 2024. It was primarily driven by two companies, two big players, Intel and Dell. But then starting September, you can see very low levels. And this is sustained, like September, October, November, December. I think we can already say that it's kind of trend. The layoffs are stabilizing at those low levels. So what we see here, layoffs slowed down significantly in the end of 2024, while hiring is showing signs of recovery. And this actually shows us pretty positive picture for 2025, especially given the companies are showing interest towards growth and innovation. And there is one more aspect that I wanted to talk to you about, and this is investment. In 2024, big tech giants like Microsoft are making the major moves. So, for instance, Microsoft invested billions of dollars into AI, and specifically they bought 485,000 NVIDIA AI chips. And these kind of moves not only create jobs inside Microsoft and the companies they invest in, but also this is a signal to other market players that probably this is high time to start investing in IT. Probably the market is recovering. Another big investment was by SoftBank. SoftBank is a major Japanese telecom company, and recently their CEO met newly elected President Trump, and they promised $100 billion investment in the US IT market over next 4 years. This investment targets to create 100,000 new IT jobs in the US, signaling an endorsement of US IT market future prospects. So what does this all mean for job seekers, and especially for those looking for their first jobs in the US? My advice is, first, embrace AI. Any skills, machine learning, data analytics with AI, using AI tools, like all of these may be beneficial, and it will become more and more a commodity going forward. Second one, stay persistent. Job market is obviously changing right now, but it won't happen overnight. This is a gradual process, and sometimes you just need some patience. So especially those people who struggled in 2023 and beginning of 2024 but are finding their jobs right now, The big thing that helped them is consistency. They kept doing what they were doing, they kept improving, and they kept doing like small things every day despite the bad market. But also in your down moments, remember that you are not alone. Actually, in my Russian channel, I have interviews with people who went the whole way from being a new immigrant with no job to finding their first jobs and then building their careers in the US. And many people who currently struggle say to me that those videos are very motivational. So if you speak Russian, you can check them out. If don't, there are English subtitles, but also I am sure there are so many interviews like all over internet where you can find support that you currently need. And advice number 3, be flexible and regularly check the necessary skills in your industry, because industry is changing so fast right now. According to Harvard Business Review, currently half-life of IT technology is 2.5 years. Half-life is actually a funny term. It comes from nuclear, where half-life of radioactive material is the time during which like half of the material will decay. So here it basically means that just in 2.5 years, half of the skills you have in a specific technology will become useless. So keep learning. And if you have relevant skills, you will always be in demand. IDC survey among North American leaders predicts that by 2026, the global IT losses will sum up to around $5.5 trillion because of the lack of necessary skills in IT. And if you're interested what's on demand in IT right now, Indeed has an answer. Their survey shows that among the job postings in their website, the most frequent skill is Python. It is followed by AWS, Amazon Web Services, and then Oracle, Java, and JavaScript are also in demand. 2025 is shaping to be the year of recovery and growth in US IT market. So if you're currently looking for a job, now is the time to prepare and set yourself up for success. But also remember, you are not alone. You can find good advice on this channel. Please feel free to share any questions or your own experience and stories in the comments. Let's support each other, and let's hope we all find our dream IT jobs in 2025. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.